See how we do here. All right. And the other thing I was going to do is just throw this on maybe a Facebook Live for a second too.
Facebook?
I mean Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah. And
I had that on my stories for what, 10 minutes and you called?
Well, yeah, let's do
JL
this.
Overlander to the rescue again.
I think I can edit out the beginning of that. And then what I'm going to do is put that last one on there.
That on my stories for what, 10 minutes and you called? So JL Overlander to the rescue again. That's the one that I took out, but we've got 3 sheared bolt heads that we have to try and get. So our first step, had that on my stories for what, 10 minutes and you called? So JL Overlander to the rescue. To get this cover off and see what we're working with. Just to get this cover off and see what we're working with. Just to get this cover off and see what we're working with. Just to get this cover off and see what we're working with. Just to get this cover off and see what we're working with. Just to get this cover off and see what we're working with. Just to get this cover off and see what we're working with.
That's how he's crazy into this. All right, let's see. We got a couple. Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, front diff. So we got Don on there.
Hey, Don.
I'm just setting up the thing here. Don, if you want to join us on Instagram Live, we're going to do an Instagram Live here in a second. And so if you know how to do that, I don't know what you got going on. He said, "Sup, Greg?" And
your drain plug, the bolt, Allen key is all full of mud.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Kind of funny.
I think I can actually put a link to the YouTube Live. Let's see. Copy. It is warm.
Yeah. Humid too.
All right, boom.
There you go.
All right, and then the last thing is throw it on the Instagram Live too. Checking our solid connection and what's going on. We are here doing a silly little repair. Somehow sheared off the bolts on the diff cover.
Fun.
So should I start? Did you already took out the drain?
I did not touch it yet.
Should we do a drain or should we just start with the bottom bolts?
I mean,
what do you think?
whichever you prefer.
I feel like if we do it from the bottom bolts, it's going to just come out the bottom.
Oh yeah,
does that make sense? And like in kind of a nicer way. I don't know. You want the creeper?
I know. Go for it.
Or you know what? You want to do a couple? I'll put some gloves on. I should have learned my lesson from you by now. Is you got to wear gloves.
Don't touch anything without gloves.
Yeah, I think I probably have some gloves that you gave me actually.
You have you want me to just drain it into this pan, or do you have something to catch it?
You think that little bucket's gonna be enough? That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I'll try.
It's just something I found in recycling. I identified need, which is I should probably have an actual thing. Go ahead. What's going on, folks? We somehow I sheared off a bunch of my diff cover bolts, so we're messing with that right now.
Did you loosen this one?
No, I didn't loosen any of them. I only took out this one.
The one that's remaining on the side that's broken, all the other broken ones, is finger tight.
Dude, this one too.
I loosened those two.
Oh, you did them.
Yeah.
Okay. So the side, and then the big question I want to see is, Can I start doing this?
Yeah.
The big question I want to see is how much of a ding did this plate take?
It's got some marks on it, that's for sure. I can't get to the other bolts.
This guy up in here.
Yeah.
Let me get a little arm for it.
Any paper towels handy?
Yeah, you know
something.
what? I have
Just because there's some oil right here on the ground, I want to lay in it.
behind the passenger seat. Thanks. On the ground, passenger seat.
On the front?
Should be in the back.
Yep.
Oh, and I've got a little arm here. So let's see. I'm just gonna see if anyone's saying hello. Got any questions? I see we got a couple folks watching the entertainment. All right, so you can't really get at some of these without a universal joint. And we want to remember all these, the factory bolts are kind of known to be crappy.
Yeah, I've seen that one already. One left.
One, just one?
Yeah, well, the other ones makes it go quicker when the other ones are broken.
All right.
Okay.
We don't want it to fall. So I'm just going to kind of slowly.
There you
All
go.
right. Now, you know, I don't really have a gasket. This has a lube locker on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think we can just reuse that.
Well, we'll take a peek. I mean, the wild card for this is going to be, can we get those bolts out without too much fuss?
Yeah.
The rest of it is,
The
parts
rest of it we
store
can
run
figure
or
out.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
but as long as my extractor kits can pull that out, which we'll see.
So how
in a
does it
second.
work? You like drill a hole in the bolt?
I have those too, but I mean, you know me, I got a tool for everything.
What I'm hoping for is actually just like some 1/4-inch nubs that we can just grab with vice grips and twist.
Well,
Can
a
you do
1/4-inch nub, and then I have a tool to grab it, not vice grips.
that? Okay. All right. So that's that guy. It's just
That
put
looks like plenty.
plenty out. All
I
right.
think
So
we are good in regards to.
ooh, we got some nubs. I got a nub 1,
You got all 3.
2, 3 nubs.
I think we're good to get
Oh
these extracted
man, we are
quickly.
so lucky. We are so lucky. What's up, Brody? We're just out here working on it. Yeah. Oh, Bryson, what's up? All right. So there's a tool for grabbing the nub.
Yeah, let's pull the gasket off if we can.
All right. Let me just wipe my hands briefly. What's up, pal? You want me to open the Play-Doh? Yeah, bring it over here. I'll do it.
I'm gonna do it.
All right. What's going on, folks? We are fortunate to have 3 nice nubs of our bolts that are broken. Here, you want to hand it to me? Are they on too tight? All right. You want to say hi on video?
Hi.
Just get down low. So there you go. You're on YouTube right now. And all right, is that what color is that?
Blue.
Blue? All right.
No, it's black.
It's black. Looks like black. That one looks like the color it's supposed to be. All right, there you go, pal.
But I don't eat green. I'm just making homeland, and it's black.
Got it. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, special tool.
All right, let's see what we got. And I'll just I'm going to zoom in here with the camera so that we can see the nubs. Oh, that working. So you can see how nice it is. They really just popped the tops right off, all 3 of them. And what's that? I'll try and do that with this guy too, I guess. So, sorry, half a second here. Try not to get too much oil on this, but here I've got my hand on the nubs. So see that little guy right there? This one you can see pretty well up here. That's just the remainder of the bolt without a head. We got 3 of those. So let me see this tool that we're messing with. Ah, all right. So it looks like this thing is we're gonna just find the right size, and then when it kind of screws onto it.
Yep. It just the shape of it. When you go to loosen it, it tightens.
Yeah.
And you should just grab it and pull it right out.
Show you one of these guys in big size. This is what we're working with. What's this thing called?
Sure, it's got a specific name. It's just an extractor kit.
Okay. So this is something I probably need. Is this something you carry with yourself on the trail?
No.
Not in your trail kit.
No. I mean, the problem is there's so many sizes.
What? How'd you just do it?
It was just finger tight.
It's finger tight. You're able to just pull it out.
And the second one's finger tight.
Okay.
So far, I've got 2 out.
I'll try this
that one feels tight.
Yeah, that one's tight. All right. So, and you have the right size there?
It's in my hand,
yeah. All right.
I have another kit too.
And he's just going to do this by hand. Let's see if I can get us in there a little bit closer.
Yeah, so, see, even with my hand,
yeah,
I don't even need a tool.
You're able to just kind of grip it.
I can turn it, and I'm unscrewing it right now.
All right.
So normally these would be tighter, and you'd have to put a wrench on here.
Yeah.
And then just turn it with a wrench, but
we got lucky.
You know what?
So
all 3 around.
That's amazing.
Is the chances of that being that quick?
That was super easy. And then close it up. We probably should wipe everything down.
Clean everything, and yeah, we can look at for the damage, because from the backside laying underneath, I already saw there's some.
You can see
some
where
smacks.
It's hit from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. There was a couple spots on that eastern approach.
Mm-hmm.
That trail is called Sugarloaf. And so on Sugarloaf, I definitely took this thing on my videos. By the time we made it into Coyote to our first camp, they were gone. So
wow.
It happened on that trail. And there was in that trail, I was looking at pictures of all the vehicles that have rolled on that. I'm just like, man, we think we didn't roll. All right, so do I need to grab some brake cleaner and spray it in this, or?
Well, definitely not inside.
Okay.
We can clean up. You know, you don't want. There's already oil there. You don't want to rinse the oil off.
Okay. All right.
So we'll just clean up the mating surfaces. That's
Yep.
really all we have to do.
Just wipe them down, you think?
Yeah, just wipe them down.
All right, so we're just wiping them down with some.
We can use some brake clean on it if you want, but they don't look too dirty.
Okay. I'd say let's
Reusing
not
the gasket is the only question mark here.
Yeah, and this gasket is you buy a little kit. It's called a what the heck's this thing called?
Can you call it a lube blocker?
Lube blocker. Yeah, it's a lube blocker. And there are people that say do not use the lube blocker. It's just not good. What do you need, pal?
I tried to get him up, but then it's not up high, but I can't get it. That's not in the castle.
A Lego man is up there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll come. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get my gloves off and I'll come help you. All right. I'm going to go rescue a Lego man and then I'll be right back. You want to say hi to the video? No? Okay. What do you think, man? Lube blocker. This is what a lube blocker looks like. It is shaped, cut, specific for the Dana 44. And when you get it, you know, those little ridges are slightly elevated. So.
And they're not anymore.
No, not as much. Now, we don't have much of a choice because we don't have a only get on the good AutoZone or something. All right, Marie, show me where the Lego man is.
Can we go to the zoo today?
Maybe. Clouds? Because it looks like a cloud. That's cool, man.
So where'd you get this from?
I mean, I bought it online.
Oh, okay.
Amazon, I'm sure.
Just wondering. I mean, we can put it back on, and if it doesn't leak, then right, we're good. If it does, you know, just get a new one. But
yeah,
or we can just attempt run down the store and get a new one now. But
it's not that old. My thought is it's
yeah.
probably okay.
I mean, it's still intact, so
let's go for it. Let's use it.
we can try it.
And then What do you think about lube locker? Should we be using some lube locker here? I have blue and red.
Oh,
by the way,
Loctite?
yeah, Loctite. Yes, sir. By the way, I want to take a look and just kind of see. Solid Squid says this is what happens when you go full send. It should be fine inside, and that's, I think everything is. Wonders if I hit it hard underneath. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Check the other bolts. That's a great idea. You know what we're going to do? We're actually going to replace all of the bolts. And I actually had bought a bunch of them. Diff sliders in the future, probably a good idea. So let's see if we got anything going on up here. All right. Yeah, I love lube lockers. Nice. You know, some people don't like the lube lockers. I've heard people say, you know, they're no good.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yep. Oh,
where's your steering stabilizer?
I left it up in Panamint Valley on the
I
trail.
remember, but I didn't realize you had not put a new one on yet.
I just haven't, you know, I haven't really noticed that it feels any different.
No.
And I think maybe steering stabilizers, while one, they're great, they're probably more important for people who have bigger wheels than 35s. What do you think?
Well, I mean, they come factory with
the little
with little street tires
See,
on a Sport.
All right. So the replacement's just not in yet.
Yeah.
I haven't decided what to replace it with, but yeah, I just haven't noticed a difference. So
okay. Interesting.
I didn't know that a Sport would have one, and I kind of thought it was just necessary for bigger wheels. I had the old man Emu on there, so when that blew up. All right, so you've wiped this guy down.
No.
All right.
I was looking at the gasket.
Yeah.
Here is some smack marks. It's covered in oil, so it's kind of hard to see. But
all right, let me just see if I can take a look here. Right up in here. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see. Oh yeah. You can feel it here. You can actually see it on the camera there. It's just that discoloration, and that's where we whacked it pretty good. And that is actually the bottom, which is where you'd expect to whack it. I don't know why it broke on the side, but it did break bottom bolts. So not a big surprise there.
The surprise for today is that all three of those came out that easy.
Yeah.
That is
and
great news.
Yeah. And then I think the other thing is that that one of the bolts was only finger tight on that same side.
Mm-hmm.
So, that tells me there's a likelihood that these things actually were rattling off. I've heard of people rattling them off. I've been told I should have put lube locker on there, and I'm sorry, Loctite on there, and I didn't. But I need to use more Loctite in my life, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Clean it up, get the bolts.
All right, sounds good. I'll grab the bolts.
All right.
And yeah, we are lucky.
So lucky.
Lucky to have an easy one. So here are the replacements. When I installed this Terraflex, I actually broke one of the factory bolts on the install. And when I read online, it said, everybody said, yeah, these are crap. You need to get grade 8 bolts. And so I ordered these grade 8 bolts. But you know what? Because they're shiny chrome, when I was looking at it, I thought, you know what? I want to get black. Just a little bit more money, get some black ones. So they're going to look cool. And that's the reason I didn't replace them. And they were sitting here. And as you can imagine, I waited and waited. I actually did get some black ones in. And but I just didn't have time for the ride on the trail. And then it turns out that those black ones are actually just a little bit shorter, and I think we want the full length here. So we're going to go with these chromes. Maybe I'll swap them out someday. For now, I think I'll just skip the vanity and go with the better pieces. You'll notice this one looks a little discolored. That's the one that I actually replaced. So that's sat on the rig for a while.
Well, anything we put under here is going to be covered in mud and dirt soon anyways.
No one's looking.
You're going to see that chrome for very long.
Every once in a while you do that shot where you drive over the camera. Oh, man. All right. So you have these. You got the lube locker on there.
Yep.
And we've got all the new guys here. I'm hoping we have enough. We could be short by one. I don't know. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to lift it up here. And I'll usually put maybe the top one through the hole to top two, maybe to hold on that lube locker.
Yep. And then we can work it on the...
Yeah. And there is a pattern to putting on these bolts, which just lay down properly, which I don't remember, but
Well, the important thing is just kind of like a star pattern.
yep, go cross hatching.
Yeah. If you don't follow whatever it says in the book by the letter, it doesn't really matter. You just don't want to go in a circle as you're tightening. Push grab one of the old ones.
Yeah. I'm like in the weirdest spot here. What's that? Where's the hole?
This is the ore.
You made the earth, Bryson?
Mhm.
That's really cool.
I'm gonna make it blue.
Okay. All right, I got one.
Okay.
It might be brown.
You got multiple started already?
I got like 3. Oh, not
Just started.
not very well. Yeah. That is. It's like that weird angle where your shoulder is.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And we were boating up on that lake.
Yeah.
2 days ago, was it?
Oh,
Remember I was complaining about my shoulder afterwards? I'm like,
Used to
I'm
that
an old
exercise.
man. Yeah. Oh, was it?
Working out your rowing muscles that I haven't used for a while.
All right. Are you complete over there?
I have all the holes. Yep.
All right. Me too.
Mhm.
So let's get that impact hammer over here. Tighten them up a little bit.
I'm just gonna run down a little bit, and then we'll get an actual regular ratchet or something, so we don't.
Sounds like a plan. I'm just gonna let's see. Trail Newbie said he'd join our video. Let me just see if I can get anyone to jump on. What's up? Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can. All right, so let me view that request. Let's see Rhino. Let's see if he's still around to jump on here. All right, so we are at the stage. We turned out we were able to get all of the bolts right off. Hey, what's going on, man? Where are you right now? Got my buddy Rhino off road just jumped on. Last time I knew you were up on Kavanaugh Ridge. Oh, your signal's gonna be weak up there, man. I don't. Oh man, I'm not hearing you at all, and I'm not even seeing a picture there.
Okay.
How's it going in there?
All of the bolts are run down.
All right.
We just need to get something that's a little easier to control. Torque.
So a torque wrench of some type.
Torque wrench, or just even a ratchet for a time being.
All right.
And, we can hit all the torque wrench finally, but you know the.
I don't know, but look upstairs by the laundry.
This is the new one.
That's cool, Bryson. Good job. Hey, man, your signal is too bad up there. You're not coming through at all. I wish you could. My guess is I think Rhino's still up on Kavanaugh Ridge. That's where he was. All right, Bryson. Do you need help? Okay.
Okay.
Man, these guys. It's like as soon as we go on, all of a sudden the boys need everything. They weren't out here 5 minutes ago, right? All right. So do you want me to grab a torque wrench?
Do you know the torque spec?
I don't, but I'm pretty sure you can look it up on.
Yeah. For now, I'll just take a ratchet.
Okay. Here's the ratchet.
Perfect.
I'll help this guy get his
Yep.
marble. Did you drop it over here?
Yeah.
Is this me? All right, good job. Fun. All right, so you're gonna do that by hand, and
yeah, just a little bit, and then we'll do the final thing with the torque wrench.
do you want me to look up the torque online here?
You know what we didn't do is put Loctite on this.
Oh yeah, Loctite. Oh man. All right, well let's do it. Yeah, we can go to the zoo later, pal.
Okay.
So I have two. I have the 242 and the 243. 242 is removable, and the 243 is medium strength.
I'm a fan of blue versus red.
Blue versus red. All right, so we'll go with some blue. And you know, I actually ordered. Remember when we were out with Nick? He had the little sticks of it. I ordered that, but it's not here yet. So this is Loctite. And Loctite, if you don't know.
So grab some paper towels, and then we'll clean up because there's oil on it now, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll do a razor blade here to make the top. All right, you want to just hand them to me, and then I'll clean them. And all right, so Loctite is the stuff that you put on any sort of. All right, pal, I'll get you some in 2 minutes. All right. All right, 1 minute sounds like a plan. So anyway, so the Loctite is kind of like a glue that you can put onto these bolts. And it sets, I don't know, after about 10 minutes or so, depending on the type that you get. If you put the really heavy duty one on, in order to get it off, you're going to actually have to use a heat gun.
Well, I mean, you know, it just requires a lot more work.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
If this was something that will never come off again, like say a suspension bolt or something like that,
Yeah.
red.
Okay.
But something like this that, you know, we may
right.
want to take off one day.
So you want me to give them to you with the lube locker? Obviously, you're not going to take, well, crap. So here's one with some lube locker. Do that over this. The amount that you're going to put on is actually not a ton. So you're just going to drip it, and it will go right down over all the threads. And then when you circle it in, when you screw it in, it's going to spread evenly throughout the rest of the bolt. So just little bits here and there. They sell this stuff now. Maybe they have forever, and I just didn't know, in a little stick that you just rub on it. And so I ordered that. I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, I have one that's like a gel.
A gel. Okay. So the one that's the stick actually comes in a kit too. I just got it on Amazon. It's like $65 for every kind that they sell. Yeah. You can do iMovie. Ready for another one?
Not quite.
All right. When you put the stuff on, you probably have 10 minutes to put it in. Does that sound about right?
Well, the way it works is the deprivation of oxygen.
Oh, okay.
Is what actually makes it turn into like that crunchy solid that you feel when you take them back out.
Mm-hmm.
So causes that process. So you can put it on there, and as long as you don't put it in and deprive it of oxygen, it's not going to set.
Okay. It's definitely interesting stuff that I do not know about. Okay. Here's another one with some lube locker on it. Sorry, Loctite.
Yeah, you love that lube
I know,
locker
man. I
word.
keep saying that. It just rolls off the tongue. All right, we got 4 left. There's another one. Let me just make sure I wipe these other guys off, get the grease off before we put it in there. Yeah. Don said, easier to remove them since we sheared off the heads already. They're already partway done. Here's another one. Another and one last one. You're good to go. Let's see. Rhino Off-Road sent another request. I'm gonna do it, and let's see if you got better reception or not. All right. Here's the last one. Then I'll put the cap back on here. I hear something. And I'm gonna grab a hex now for the. Oh wow! Look at that beautiful trail. What's going on, man? How you guys doing up there?
Good, man. You just out. We just came down from Kavanaugh.
Nice.
I was, it looked like it got sunny out there. That was beautiful.
It did, although we got caught in a thunderstorm last night right on the ridge top, which was great.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Did you guys catch any fish?
No, at Levitt, Mike did a little bit of fly fishing, but we went to at Levitt, we kind of took off early on. We actually ended up going to a gold mine.
Oh, cool.
And try to beat the rain, which was pretty awesome. And then we went to Kavanaugh last night. I got Greg as well. Yo,
nice. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
We were just laughing every time we watch your stories. You're always fixing something. And of course, you are in your Jeep.
Dude, man, I whacked this thing pretty hard. We took the eastern approach up into the Coyote Flats, and it's a rougher trail than we realized. Bryson, give me 1 minute, and I'll get you the milk. All right?
Well, wish you were here. We're in this nice little meadow.
I'll come fix it.
Right up there.
Beautiful. Hey, man, I got a kid crying real quick. Hey, man, thanks for joining us. Sorry we missed you, but we'll get up there and do this trip again soon.
Yeah, we'll get it next time.
All right, man. Good times. Drive safe. Hi, Bryson. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how that works. All right. All right, but I don't know. So here's the deal.
Okay, we got all the bolts snugged. Just got to find that torque spec. And then we'll be done other than filling it up, which is very good. I was expecting to be here way longer than this. Unless anybody tends to know this torque spec offhand. Let's see. Anti-seize. RTV is a good idea, but I want these bolts already. You already lost one, I think, earlier.
I love it. As soon as I'm live and like we're right in the middle of it, all of a sudden there's 100 needs. Need milk. This thing's not working. All right. So where are we at right now?
Bolts are snugged up. We just need to find the torque spec
Okay.
and torque them down, and then that's it.
Were you just trying to check it out?
I was about to.
All right. I'll grab the torque
I
wrench.
got distracted by Instagram notifications.
Oh man.
Did any of you know that Doc Wrangler's live right now? I mean,
It's live.
I got a notification on my phone saying so.
Nice. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Torque specs.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna guess. I'm saying 35. What do you think?
Sounds probably about right.
All right. Are you looking it up? Or you want me to try on my computer here? Let's see. Anybody know? By the way, if you're watching right now, you know the torque spec. Tell us what it is. because we are trying to figure it out.
Yep, 30 to 40.
30 to 40. Hey, that's all right.
Google wins. Google's always the fastest. For no information.
All right, so this is a torque wrench. If you don't have one, you probably should get one if you're doing suspension work or anything underneath like we do here. And basically, I leave it completely loose so that the spring inside of it doesn't get bent permanently. And you just rotate the handle up until you get to the right spot, which in this case we're saying is 35 foot-pounds. You can also have it measured in newtons, but when you give me a number like 35, I think you're probably talking foot-pounds. Now, if it's 30 to 40, I think we go 40. That sound good?
We can do 30 first and then step it up to 40 as a second go around.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me loosen it back down then. So this is 30. And the idea of slowly tightening it is just that we'll get a more even seat, right?
This isn't nearly as important as, like, say, a head bolt or something.
Yeah.
But
and you just push it until you feel a little click, usually. Sometimes there's something even better than that, like a little lights on. And then you talked about going around in a star pattern.
Yep.
Man, that feels a lot tighter than 35. You know what I mean?
It does look like you're putting a lot of effort in.
Yeah, fair amount.
There you go.
There's my click though. I guess it just was a maybe I just make it look hard.
Yeah. Well, you're a little fatigued from paddling.
Exactly. Feels like a lot though. I mean, it does. Let you take a feel. And maybe the first thing I'll do is just like, I'm not supposed to be pulling it from like real far.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You should feel the click and then
See what you think though, because that click just seems like it's kicking in. You want this roller?
no, okay.
I have it set right?
Yeah.
I just
The thing with the torque wrench is you want kind of like steady pressure.
yeah. I didn't go around and get all of them, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Solid Squid says we should do a live Q&A on this. All right, we'll set that up for maybe later today or something. Here, let me show you what Greg's up to. Interesting. Is it you expect to click, right? So just a recap of what's going on here. We're on the trail and sheared the heads off of the bolts on the differential cover. There were 3 of them that we had to get out, and now we've replaced them all with new heavier duty grade 8 bolts, and we Loctited them. So that's going to keep them in there stronger. And we are now going around and just in a star pattern, torquing these guys down. The torque spec we got was 30 to 40. So our first pass is with 30. And then we'll go back through and do it with 40. The diff cover is a Terraflex. I think they call it like HD for heavy duty, but it's a heck of a lot thicker than the ones that you would see otherwise, the stock ones. It's good. I've been happy with it, other than this one problem, which is that the bolts are crappy. So I ran into this once before and replaced it. Obviously, I should have replaced all of them. That's your phone that does that, right?
Yep.
I keep hearing that. I'm like, what the heck is that, man?
See if it's even related to this.
Yeah, your phone's right here. Do you want me to go around with 40?
I just changed it to 40.
Okay. I'm not worried. I mean, this is a grade 8, so we're not going to break these bolts, right?
Lisa said it's time for you to get a new Jeep. And we happen to have one for him.
What? You do? So what do you think was going on with the clicking here?
I don't know, but I'm kind of getting the same thing as you were, where some of them are clicking and some of it's not. So I'm wondering if your torque wrench is getting a little iffy.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's... putting in some good pressure on them. So I do have another torque wrench, but it's the big one. Yeah.
That one probably doesn't go down to 35 or 40 pounds.
You're right. I think it goes right at 60.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that seems
Pretty heavy.
That seems like more than 40 pounds you were just pushing right there.
It does. Well, no matter what, we got our Loctite in. Shit.
Did that slip off or break?
Broke. It broke.
Well, that's obviously more than 40 pounds then.
Damn it. You know, just feel that.
Well, I mean, yeah. Which one was it? The factory one?
Was there a factory one on there?
There's one that was not a.
No, let's try to go backwards. Yeah, that was the one. This one?
Yeah, that's the one. The one grade 8. Just look at the ratchets right there.
You could probably... Did not want to feel that.
It does not feel broken.
No?
It feels pretty tight.
Good. Maybe it's this wrench.
Let me just old-fashioned way.
All right, we're just gonna
How about
yank down on them.
You have a little longer ratchet or no?
I do. Yeah. So how much? I mean, what does it take? Do you think to break a bolt?
A grade 8 bolt? A lot. Or the factory ones that sheared off, you mean?
Those factory ones are. So I got this breaker bar that'll give you good pressure.
Yeah, I'm not going to use all of that, but just going to.
Yep.
Basically, I'm just going to try to get all the pressures even,
Okay.
or the tightness is even rather by feel.
All right.
Oh, nope.
Nope. There is a broken one.
Yeah, you had your finger on the wrong one. See, that was a grade 8 one.
This is a grade 8, and I just freaking broke it. That whole cover have to come off in order to
Yeah, so
get that
you
up.
broke in a much worse spot.
Oh man. And it's got lube locker on it. We should get this done quickly before that lube locker sets, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter too much at this point because it's already.
You want to use the impact hammer?
Yeah, sure.
Just gonna go around and take them all 4 of them out, or I mean, 10 of them out. Damn it!
Some bucks.
All right, so just so you know what's going on here, we have a broken bolt. I was tightening it down, and somehow it was just too tight. So, damn. New problem. Well, same problem,
Worst problem.
but now worse. Why is it worse?
Because I don't have anything to grip with those. So now we're drilling.
What do you mean? Nothing to grip with those.
So where it didn't shear just the head off.
Okay, it's sheared off.
It broke the whole threads off. So what I was gripping on those other broken pieces was what's on this
that
bolt.
nub.
So now where it's broken off is flat
Yeah.
with the axle.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to grip on the outside. So we have to drill it out.
All right.
And it's in there tight enough to break the grade 8 bolt off. So it's going to be in there.
And it's got lube locker on it.
Yeah. At this point, the lube locker doesn't even really matter too much. It's going to be difficult no matter what.
All right. So
And go get
Whole thing comes off?
Yeah. Let me go get other stuff.
All right, this is crazy. The thing flew off my drill. Can you just hold this for a second?
Mm-hmm.
The diff, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got that one last one to pull off. And somehow it flew off of my
Oh, the socket?
The socket flew off, yeah. What is those were halves? Right?
Yeah, that was half. This one's loose enough to run out by my hand.
You able to get it out?
Yeah. We'll definitely still need that socket later, but I just tightened up, so no. I still need the socket.
Socket? Right.
Yeah.
Half inch is equivalent to 13, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You got it all? Yeah, there's that guy. Damn it. All right. I just took an easy problem and turned it into a longer one.
Well, that torque wrench was acting kind of funny.
I'm just surprised I was able to rip it off like that.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a grade 8, but it's still a small diameter bolt. I mean,
Yeah.
if that was like a half-inch diameter bolt,
Yep.
it'd be much harder to break.
All right.
I highly doubt that I'll be able to use the other tool, but let's try it first because there is a tiny little nub.
There's nothing.
It's
not-
nothing, but
You're definitely not going to be able to do that.
I'm going to try before we go into the crazy stuff because
All right.
otherwise
Straight trouble here.
it's going to be a problem.
We have just a quick recap for the folks that jumped on just now. We have a diff cover where we sheared a bunch of the bolts. 3 of them we got out. As I was putting it back in, I actually ripped one of the other bolts again. And
Yeah, it's not enough.
so we're going to have to drill out a bolt to try to get this thing out. So let's see what kind of tools you got for this, man. What's it going to be?
I assumed you had a drill.
I have a drill.
Okay.
You didn't bring a drill?
Well, my battery is dead on the drill. I went to grab it and the battery was dead. So my guess was you had one, so I wasn't too worried about it.
You have a drill. That's the one contribution I can make in the department.
Well, now that we're getting crazy, it's time for the snap-on tools to come out.
Ooh, that's always a good tool. All right. We got the Ryobi 18 volt here.
That'll work.
Here, I'll put the light battery on it so life is easier. All mess. So so we're working. We've got these drills, and what's special about these drills? They go backwards.
So yes, the drill bit.
Yeah.
If you look at the gold one versus the not gold one, see how it's spun the other direction?
Yeah, exactly.
So
gold is a regular. And this has a reverse twist to it, so that as we're drilling through the middle, it will not work against us, basically.
Correct.
But
And
really,
then,
we're just drilling a hole.
Right. And then afterwards, we use the matching extractor.
And this little extractor, you can see, is going to get deeper and deeper in. And as it does, hopefully it pulls out our bolt. All right,
Hopefully.
man. Let's do this. Is this something you feel comfortable with me trying, or you think it's something you should do?
Oh, you can do it.
All right, let's see how we go.
It's good. I mean, it's kind of good, the one that broke, because it's not
behind our
the
link
suspension or steering.
Yeah. That's good.
So the thing about this, though, too, is so you have the drill and you're going to put it on reverse.
Yep.
Because that's the way the drill bit spins.
Exactly. So going backwards.
And just what you're trying to do, it's going to be a little bit difficult because of the way it broke, but you got to try to keep it somewhat centered.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to damage the housing threads itself, because we're still hoping to use those existing threads.
Yeah. That's funny. Like, this guy's right in my head.
Of course.
All right. Made it in. And here we go. Trying to keep this centered.
It's not going to be easy.
You know what's crazy is it's turning. I actually got a little bit out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hand me that other tool.
How cool would that be?
It's probably not enough, but
Let's try the next size down too, because it broke, so it's a little bit funny.
no, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, hallelujah!
All right. We got lucky twice.
We got lucky twice. Woo! Better be lucky than good. I'm getting this piece out right here. Look at that, buddy. Oh, ha, ha. Don says sorcery. I think it is.
That was definitely sorcery.
That is pure sorcery. All right. So we are going to end up using one of the factories, right?
2 of the factories now.
Yeah, 2 factories now. All right. These guys, do we need to reapply the lube locker? I mean, the Loctite, or you think we're good?
I would reapply it, and then we will skip the torque wrench in favor of good old-fashioned built-in torque in my arm.
All right. Wow, guys, I thought that I just ruined our day.
So did I.
I could tell by JL Overlander's expressions that we were in trouble. All right, so we'll do this. I'll clean them up as we go, and then we'll put our.
I'm having a problem that I can't figure out.
What's your problem, pal?
I'm over here. I'll show you.
All right.
I'm going to use a couple of the old ones just to hold it first, and we'll swap
All
it.
right.
Why?
You're gonna have to wait 1 minute because I'm doing something where my hands are greasy. Okay.
So why do you take them both off?
I will take them off, but I need to do this first, pal.
Why can't you blend it?
Craig is
We're
helping
both
me,
doing it.
but it takes 2 of us right now. I'll be in there in a minute.
I feel like we've already done this step today.
I know, we were right here not that long ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it 10? Yep, 10 of them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's all 10. And I'm just going to go around. I'm actually just going to drop it on each one right here. Can I do that?
Yeah.
And then if we're ready, we can just kind of get them all lined up. And then I'll help you, Brady, okay? It's just going to take a minute. You want to put one through first?
I'll put one of the old ones in, so I don't have to mess around with the Loctite. Just to hold it.
Okay. All right. There's 2 of us, so I can easily just kind of help you. Good.
You got it started there.
All right.
Can you help me now?
Pretty soon, friend.
It's not so cute.
I have 3, 2 more left. And then you got the factory one, right?
Yeah, I'm taking it back out here. All right, I'll start running these down. You know that.
All right.
Okay.
Be right back for a kid help.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Come.
All right. Give me 1 second, pal. Gonna get these gloves off. You don't want grease on that, right?
Sit down.
Yeah.
I don't know that we did one. See, that's it. But then if I put it in another, if you want to cook there,
Mm-hmm.
is that? You're supposed to keep off the there. Just try to hold it.
Here, do it too. See how much? I know if I do it to you at the beginning again.
Yeah. It's done.
Get done. Then we can edit it. So that means we X it out.
It's a movie. It's 60 minutes.
That's a really long movie, man.
Can we watch it?
Later on. Is it one you made?
Yeah.
Then you can watch it, yeah.
What is this?
You know what's hilarious is I limit their iPad time playing games and stuff, but they like to make movies and they use iMovie. And so I'll let them do that more just because it's creative and skill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's so funny. I guess they see me making videos and now both of them they make videos.
Nice.
Oh man. All right.
There is
Aftermarket bolts. Missed the shearing, over torqued it. Yeah. You know, Jeff, these are aftermarket. These are grade 8. And I was torquing it with my torque wrench. I had it set at 30, not 40. And it's sheared. So I don't know what that was. That was a grade 8 brand new bolt that we did that to. So
Wish we had that 1/2-inch socket.
oh yeah.
Wherever it went to.
Because this one's too long. All right.
Well, this is 1/2-inch drive,
Yeah.
so I need a bigger ratchet. If so,
no.
do you have a 1/2-inch ratchet?
I have a 1/2-inch ratchet, or I've got
Oh,
adapters and
That'll
stuff too. You know.
that's the wrong way.
Going the
around.
wrong way though. Hold on. Just grab you the adapter. Yeah, I don't know where that socket flew off to. I heard it was on the impact door, and so it shot. It went for a ride. All right, I'm gonna look through and just kind of see recent comments here. 12. So aftermarket bolts suck. Missed the shearing, over torqued them. 12 to 16 for those. You know,
Aftermarket bolts suck.
we thought they were supposed to be at 35, 40. And so that's kind of what we were doing it at.
Maybe it's different for the Terraflex.
And good job, guys. What's that? Oh, you have to wait to do that till I'm done with my phone, but then you can. I'm using my phone. Yep. What's up, pal?
Daddy, I made a castle.
You made a castle?
Uh-huh.
Oh, really cool.
It's a
Probably
bomb.
like 10 minutes, Brody.
It's a bomb. Do what?
Fixing this here. I'll let you know when you can use it. All right. All right. Thanks.
Sorry.
So
kidding.
the bolts, that we're using, by the way,
Dude,
no, you just ripped one.
I barely had any torque on it. I was just running them
Oh
down.
my God. Really?
That was one of the factory ones.
Well, the good news is you got a full nub.
Yeah. But I barely even touched it.
All right. So it's not just me. What's up with these bolts? So our problem, somebody, if you're just kind of tuning in right now, is we on the trail sheared off the heads of 3 bolts. I whacked it on something, And so now we got those out. We're replacing it as we're torquing it in once, and now a second time we've actually just torqued the head right off of it.
Well, yeah, this wasn't even torquing it. I was just snugging.
You were
them
doing
all
nothing
up.
to it, huh?
I was snugging them up before I even really started torquing them.
You are a strong dude. So
Apparently.
this was the factory one.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't know.
That's
Was it
crazy?
Is it possibly weak from whatever it was that broke the other ones off?
Yeah, I suppose.
So, all right. So we're taking the whole thing off a third time. Is that right? Is that what we're about to do? How far? You can see the front there, right?
Give me that drill bit, because if I can run it out like
Yeah.
you just did.
See if you can. I don't know if you will or not, but
We'll see.
but yeah,
It's barely even tight. I barely even touched it.
Don said, Solid Squid said, maybe the metal is causing corrosion or something. They don't look corroded though. They all look okay. All right, so we'll see if we can get this guy out. I'm less worried about this one because it was just the head.
Yeah.
And it just means going through with the impact hammer again and taking them all off. Is it working? Yeah. Special sorcery. You have to have it right in the middle.
Well, yeah, I know, I'm working on it. Yeah, this one broke kind of funny.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Ripping them off.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna this was supposed to be a half-hour problem.
Well, before I got over here, I was kind of worried it might be an all-day problem. So we got
True.
So these all came out so easy.
Yep. All right. So we're just gonna run around and take them off again, right?
Yes.
I don't think there's no other answer to this question. Just come off.
The question that's running through my mind is, do we go get new bolts again? Like all of them?
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, I can order new bolts. You're saying we could just go for a run?
Yeah.
And get them? I guess it's not a bad idea. What do you think?
I think it would be good to
I know Ace Hardware.
start over
Yeah.
with the bolts.
All right. I'm sure Ace Hardware,
Since
which
we've
is
already broken.
not far, has them.
Yeah.
And the advantage there is I can get the black ones that I want.
There you go.
So is that what we're going to do? We're going to go buy some new bolts.
I think we should.
All right. Done. So,
Let's make sure we get this out the rest of the way.
we'll get it out. But let's do it. That I'm not even worried about. Will you do that? And I'm going to grab a flex universal joint for the
Oh yeah,
half inch.
Yep. Not even needed.
What's that?
Not even needed.
Didn't need it?
It wasn't even. They weren't tight. I
Weren't
didn't
even
tighten
tight?
any of these yet.
All right, got one over here. Okay. I'm able to kind of get it with my finger. That was one I was running to get the
Yeah, even if you mar it all up, and that doesn't matter. Not going back.
All right. So the decision has been made that we're going to go buy new bolts again. So we will be back after these messages. Thanks so much for joining us, by the way. And thanks so much, J.L. Overlander, for coming over here and hanging out with me this morning, because it's been fun. Oh, man. I hate to do this to you.
What?
Can you do it since I got these two boys?
Of course.
All right, man. Sorry.
No.
Thank you so much. All right. See you guys. We'll be back. Oh, man. That was crazy.